Well, hundreds of people heading to the Heart of Illinois Fair at the Expo Gardens in Peoria this week into the weekend. With unprecedented heat, our Sheridan Hurtig actually spoke to a handful of people today in Sheridan. How are they trying to stay cool?
Right. Well, with an average temperature of 91 degrees this week, and according to our own Chris Yates, 5 degrees above average for this time of the year, people heading to the Heart of Illinois Fair are making sure that they beat the heat. So as you said, I spoke with people who are attending the fair and the president of the Fair Board of Directors, who all have plans in place if people are starting to overheat. Water and cooling areas, the two necessities for beating the heat this summer. And volunteers at the Heart of Illinois Fair are making sure you don't have to worry about it.
We have cooling areas. We have air-conditioned areas in the youth building and in the wine and beer shed.
Jessica Winscott, mother of two, utilizing what the fair offers to protect her kids from the sun.
Lots of water, the shade helps, and then they have a lot of areas to get drinks and a cool down station in the back.
Ron Fowler attending the fair with his family, and he's finding a fun way to make sure the kids don't get too hot.
What did you just have? You just had a snow cone. They just had some snow cones, and I've got me a lemonade. I find a place in the shade to wait while they're riding the ride.
But if you're not a fan of snow cones and get overheated quickly, the Heart of Illinois Fair has your back.
We're really lucky to have partnered with ICC, and they bring their EMT instructors and students out here so that if someone is feeling ill, we can get to them right away and make sure that they're okay.
Leaders of the fair are even adjusting to the heat beforehand, knowing the sun likes to come out in July.
Through the past few years, we've moved some of the exhibits out of the barns and into the air-conditioned area. So if you want to see the textiles, the hobbies, the foods, those are all in the air-conditioned youth building.
Well, the fair does go on until Saturday night with the River City diesel pickup truck pulls tomorrow night. Mark.